Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a full house for Mr. Drew to spin around on his chair.
I'm not doing it today.
And you are all very welcome to the Studio Rats Q&A Live number 302. My name's James Ivy.
Apple Drew.
Vinny the Axe.
40 Watt Phil.
Can never get that right.
I decided to point this time instead of talking.
And then you point that way and it all goes
I know. I can never figure out the whole mirrored image thing.
You are all very welcome to our weekly takeover of the interwebs. Various people have asked me if we are going to do a short one tonight because of some event that's happening your side of the world. Personally, I could not give two hoots. I hope that our boys do well in their opening game of the World Cup. But as far as I go is recreating our thumbnail so we all look like we're World Cup supporters.
You know, if we wanted to end your channel, we could just live stream it here and comment on it, and then FIFA could shut you down.
Yeah.
That's one way to go.
You don't watch the football, James? England. Oh, come on. It's England games.
No, but I think if there's a couple of these in a pub and someone says...
It's nothing better.
I watched the Scotland match. I did stay up and watch that one.
Who won?
Scotland did 1-0, but Haiti put up a fight. Haiti was I was really, really impressed by their play. They won 1-0. I mean, Scotland won 1-0, and that was an own goal. It was deflected off a Haiti player into the goal. So,
but anyway, we know about as much about football as we know about politics, and we all know exactly how much we know about politics. So let's move it on. Tradition dictates I ask these words. Mr. Drew, what have y'all been up to?
A new car turned up, which I'll show in a minute. That turned up yesterday, the day before yesterday.
Are you talking about the one you found in your garage or your garage?
No. We don't talk about that one in case they are drafted back. No. We're talking about. It's funny. It turned up when I was on a video call to Vin. So it turned up. It turned up then, but we'll show that in a minute. Yeah, it's been busy. I bought a new car, which isn't very guitar related.
I'd say it's a hairdresser's car, but you can't say that.
It is a hairdresser's car. It is a hairdresser's
He doesn't
car.
need hair to be a hairdresser.
That's true.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is true.
There's lots of gear that's turning up.
We had a day together on Thursday.
Yeah, we together Thursday. There's a couple of products coming out this week, which is quite exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Software related. So video tomorrow, video Friday.
One that's really, really exciting. I think.
Yeah.
One that's really, really exciting.
It's really good, isn't it? Yeah, that's me done. That's me done. What about you guys? Come,
Phil.
I've been out of town. I've been dealing with family things. It's kept me busy. I do have a video that I recorded, and ultimately in it's one of those things. I recorded it, and when I went to edit it, I was like, you know what? I'm not happy with how this turned out, because I was really struggling with sound. I was really struggling with getting my amps to respond, because I was running through the reactive load IR, and I was like, this doesn't sound. Everything's too saturated. Everything's too compressed. I don't understand what's going on. And then I figured it out. And I'm going to tell everybody about my stupidity. I had rewired some things. And when I replugged everything in, I had my attenuator, my amp switcher, and my reactive load all plugged into my brown box and dropped down in voltage.
Oh,
so
shit.
Which is, the amps sound great dropped in voltage from 120. I get about 120, 121 out of the wall. I have them drop down about 114, 115. That's fine. The amp switcher and the reactive load did not like that. So I was like, oh, I flipped it over. I was like, oh, there's all my headroom and all my clarity. So I've got to re-record that. That video is on the Paul Flatley that I talked about a couple of weeks ago. But I've got a few things in. One's still a little new, but then a couple of things that are not new that I'm going to do videos on. So I'll talk about these quickly. First of all, I picked this up for an absolute song at a Guitar Center.
Ooh. Ooh.
Nice.
And this one, I like this version specifically because of the controls at the top, which is the movement and sway controls.
Mhm.
No.
This is a great sounding delay, and I picked it up for $80.
Ooh, nice.
That's
Just
nice.
great sounding delay.
I used to like the old big box Wampler stuff.
Yeah, the thing is, Brian is known for his overdrives and his distortions, but he's just got a great ear for guitar sounds in general. And I don't think people give his not drive stuff enough of a go. Like, that's a great delay. I picked this up. Actually, it arrived this week.
Oh,
The Spaceman Effects Meridian, and they call it a time modulator because it kind of does, think of it like the Hampstead Red Wing.
Yep.
It can do flange, it can do vibrato, it can do chorus, it can get into phase territory. It's really, really interesting. Now this one, unlike the Red Wing, this is mono in, mono out, so you're not going to get stereo or anything like that. Really enjoying messing with this. And lastly, I think I talked about this at one point, but I'm going to do a video on it. I
thought you get rid of that.
I thought about it. I played it more, and ultimately, you want to know why I'm keeping it? Just take a guess. Why am I keeping it?
Because it looks cool.
The size.
Okay.
Where else am I going to get a true stereo reverb pedal this size that sounds this good?
Is it like a Lexicon 224 style thing?
No, they really what they really went for was, there's obviously the story, the Paul David story about he went in and recorded guitar inside this old nuclear reactor, and they've got that sound in it.
Okay.
But to be honest, it's just really flexible.
All the demos I heard, it sounds good.
It sounds killer. And I like the flux thing that has like the weird like artifacts that it introduces. I don't even use those. I think it just sounds like an incredible reverb. So I'm going to hold on to it for a little longer because I think it's going to make for a really good addition to a small gig board that I can use for a quick throw and go kind of thing. So yeah, I'm going to have that. That's like the next like 4 or 5 weeks of videos right there. Those pedals.
Cool.
Nice. Finn.
Nice. Well, I'm actually been trying to get my act together here because I'm going on a trip to Norway soon, and I'm trying to get all my stuff together. So I was going through my camera last night, or which camera I was going to take, and all my stuff. So I'm just trying to get ready. Plus, I'm going to be on a boat for like 5 days, so that's a whole new experience for me. So I got to get like my pirate hat and everything. And I just did a video. I tried something new on the channel. First episode of the Vin Spin, where I kind of give my 2 cents about whatever's happening in the guitar world, I guess. And it seems to have been somewhat of a hit. No death threats, and I got a lot of compliments. So,
well, if you're not getting death threats, you did it wrong.
Yeah, I guess. So that's why the channel's still low. But I figured, what the heck, I'll give it a try, and it seems to be going all right. So I think I'm going to add that to my repertoire and see what happens going from there. Still do the reviews on gear and stuff, but I think I'm going to add that in. I'm going to try to do it every week if I can. It might not pick up until maybe after July, but we'll see what happens. You know what I mean?
Are you going to try to do any content while you're in Norway?
Yeah. If I'm going to see if we have time, if I can find and locate a guitar shop in Oslo. I'm sure there's one there. I would love to, do a quick video, if I can, if I have time. I'll have to see what's going down. We're on like a schedule, so we'll see what happens. But it'd be cool. And maybe I'll just pop in if I have Wi-Fi or something. But we'll go from there,
Awesome.
So that's where I'm at, and like I said, just trying to get things together and get everything done, because when I get back, I got some things I have to do before school starts back up and I go back to work on the second leg of my life, a different career. So
is your school district on that modified year-round schedule where they go back in the middle of July, or you
No.
get till August?
No, they go back in August. But
Okay.
what's kind of nice is I'm also going to be teaching this year on there. It's at the school as well, so I'll be teaching photography class, which would be nice.
Nice.
So
Yeah, nice.
that'd be cool. So that's where I'm at. So I'm just trying to get my act together here.
Cool.
James?
So spent Thursday with Paul shooting for a couple of cool products, one of which you'll see this week, one of which you'll probably see next week. Spent a lot of my time trying to play catch up and trying to get as many NAM A2 capture packs out as we possibly can. I think we now have 15 packs out, which is pretty good going for a couple of weeks. We're in the middle of I call it June hell. Everyone else calls it birthday season in our house. So on Friday it was Jake and Lucy's birthday. So we had then Saturday parties, and I think I had 30 odd kids in the garden, which seems like insanity. And then just trying to play catch up. I put a video out today about a studio tour when I went to see my mate Kev, because Kev has a gear collection that rivals Blackbird, I would probably say, in actual amount of gear and microphones and stuff. So that's a 3-parter that'll be coming out. Did another video on a mix kind of challenge we did between on a Professor Green vocal comparison between SSL hardware and SSL plugins.
Oh, I'm interested in that one.
Yeah, and those new SSL channel strips are really good. As in the 1U 19-inch 9,000, they do a 9,000 and a 4,000. Really, really good units.
I think we've talked about this before, and I promise, Paul, we won't go down the studio gear rabbit hole. But I've decided for the studio that finally has outer walls. By the way, we have outer walls, so now we get to start working on insulation and drywall and electrical. But I'm gonna go with those SSL interfaces. Yeah, I don't remember how many ins and outs they all are, but I think it's 18, as they call it, the SSL 18.
Yeah, they look good.
Yeah, I'm really excited about
those. The new stuff. Funnily enough, I said it in the video. The new stuff post sale to Audiotonics, excluding the SSL 2 and the 2 Plus, which I think basically, if you look inside, they might say a well-known brand from Indonesia on them. Actually, it's great stuff. It's really, really good. So yeah, and then just keep playing catch up and videoing and stuff. And then there's a dog. What you been up to, Dibs?
It's I've been eating. I've been shitting. I've been. It's pretty much
dog stuff.
Yeah.
Barking.
Being a dog. Should we jump into this then?
Hey, should I show my guitar first? I should.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Oh, look at that!
Yeah, but it's not that exciting because Vinny's got one right behind his head there.
It is exciting though, because I don't have one, so I want to see all of them.
Yeah, you should get one. Yeah, I've got it. I ordered it especially with different inlays and different pickups and stuff, and it's got really nice bit of mahogany on the back.
I am trying to sell an R7, so if it sells,
oof,
I'll have a little money.
It could be a good choice. And I'm guessing the Crowster 2s are probably quite rare in America due to
but they do pop up. So
Paul's got a new guitar, much like his old guitar.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not sure it was the best decision because it is pretty much, apart from the shape, it's pretty much the same as the other one.
So here's the question. No, I'll save the question for a bit later on while we've got some more people involved because it is quite a pertinent question with what's going on with other brands and stuff like that. So let's dive in for a bit, and I'll try and remember and stuff. It'll all make sense. And don't you worry, Dibs. Don't worry, mate. You stay there. Stay.
He wants the treats out of my pocket.
Yeah. Look at that.
You actually had a dog treat in your pocket?
Always, mate. Always.
Yeah. Really?
Always,
That's a dog. That's a dog owner right there. Wow. That's a legit, like, that dog is spoiled. I know, because anyone who keeps the treats in their pocket, that's a spoiled dog.
I had a really good line, but I think Catherine would never talk to me again, so I'm not going to go there.
But that 20 dB you were playing out of your studio monitors was driving it crazy. You know.
That's why he keeps going back. I have to drag him in. And true. No, don't worry, Vinny. They're dry treats. They're not like I haven't got like wet treats. I haven't got like bits of beef.
Listen. I used to work with some Southern cats that they would have everything in their trunk if we went to something. They would have like a lasso. They would have like different types of feed for different animals and all kinds
We've
of
got
crazy.
one of them in South London.
I was the New Yorker, unfortunately, that was just like, yeah, I'm not carrying any of that stuff. So, I got a good Polaroid of me. I have to find it of me wrestling an alligator in the middle of an intersection.
That sounds awesome.
This single-handedly one of the dumbest things I've ever done in my entire life.
Vinny, I saw a video the other day that made me think of you because it was some cops in Florida dealing with an alligator, and they were trying to lasso it. And so what they'd done is they'd managed to get one of them behind a door and like keeping the door between them and the gator, but reaching around and like dropping the lasso around its snout until they finally got it lassoed so they could get it out of the apartment complex. I was like, that is the most Florida thing ever.
Yeah. I did the whole crocodile hunter impression.
Yeah.
And then jumped on top of it and pinned its face down. And it was just like, it's a funny story.
I was in Louisiana last week, and driving back, I saw 2 different roadkill alligators on the side of the road where somebody hit them with their car. Whoever it was that hit them, that was a bad day.
Yeah, no doubt.
Or a really big car.
I didn't realize how. And again, I'm born and raised in New York in the projects, so there's no wilderness. If you want to run into the forest, it's like a tree that's already strategically planted, like in the sidewalk. There's
a 2-acre park, and that's all you get.
Yeah. So I didn't realize how hard their skin is or their spines are on their back, because when I got home that night, I had scrape cuts, bleeding on my legs from being on top of it. Didn't even realize it. Like if you skin your knee or something. It was weird. But anyway,
better than getting hit by that tail on your legs, though.
Yeah, no doubt.
Why were you on top? Why? Why didn't you just leave it alone?
Well, because it was in the middle of an intersection, causing a traffic blockage. Because everybody stopped and are out of their cars. It looked like something like out of Independence Day or War of the Worlds. Like everybody just stopped. It's like in the middle of an intersection. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
Okay, so I can't beat that. So let's move on.
What, cheer isn't anything like that?
No.
Matt Nagy, a good day from Bermondsey. A glorious sunny day until unplugged a speaker cable from a load box while a 100-watt JMP was connected and on. Ouch. Duly punished by blowing up a fry at power station.
Oh no!
Wow. I guess you must have played through it as well then.
Mm-hmm.
That shouldn't blow. Wow.
Not unless you tried to play through it, and then.
Yeah. Oh, what a shame!
Sorry about that.
Oh, mate. Stone Rivers, Eden, you're getting in early. I've just purchased a Fender Ultralux Vintage Strat HSS Fiesta Red from Guitar. Nice. Wait and post tomorrow. Hope it's not disappointment. Poop. I don't know.
Forbidden guitar.
No. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute as well, because I mean, there's been some serious backpedaling going on.
Yeah, Stone, you might find that it's going to be really comfortable to play, especially with where the neck joint locks up. I can't talk today, and how they've been doing the fret edges of the board and stuff. They've been making it really comfortable to play those things. So you might be pleasantly surprised, man. Keep us posted though.
Yeah.
I actually came to like those Ultralux vintage Strats as much as I still kind of poke fun at Fender for kind of just watering down their line. That wasn't what any of y'all thought I was going to say. There's too many models, but I think that's a great series of guitars. I think you're going to really like it.
Cool. At this point, we should do this.
Plexico. Thank you, sir. Lady chat time, gentlemen. Thoughts on Rush's new drummer? If a lady played like Govern, we would have more in the room. It's true.
Yeah. Anika's amazing.
And I tell you what, and I'm going to be very controversial. So I know Neil Peart wrote the parts, and the creativity is the bit that's amazing. But I actually think she executes them better than Neil did, because it's tighter and it's. She's awesome. She is.
Well, she has the advantage. She didn't have to come up with them.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna give Neil that, but she is and was long before she joined Rush.
Mm.
An incredible drummer.
But she's also embraced the fact that I can't remember the guy. Who's the guy who took over from Nico McBrain in Iron Maiden? Nico's kit was half the backdrop of the stage, and he turned up and went, "Well, I don't need all that." I think you've got to try and at least fill the shoes that you're replacing, or you're keeping warm.
Yeah.
And she hasn't. She's gone, right, I need all this stuff. I'm going to have all the bells and whistles, and I'm going to go for it. And every video of every angle that I've seen, she absolutely nails it. So, yes, well done, Anika Niles.
Yeah, and that's like really. Besides, I would say the drummer Portnoy from Dream Theater, Nico's set and Pert's set was always, like you said, like part of the backdrop. It was always redesigned or skinned or shelled or however you want it. I don't know how they make drums. I'm not saying I do, but it was always iconic to look at. It's like impressive. Not that you got to see Nico because you could never see him behind the damn thing.
Yeah.
Where Portnoy kind of sits up real high so he can spit on everybody's gear while he's playing. You know what I mean?
The camel.
He's got clearance. You know what I mean? But it's iconic. I always enjoyed, even not being a drummer, I always enjoyed to see what the set looked like, the drum kit or whatever you said, the drum kit looked like for each tour.
And it reminds me of, my favorite band for the longest time was the Black Crowes. And when Luther Dickinson took over in the Black Crowes after Mark Ford exited after the reunion, it would have been like, I've known Luther for a long time because he's a North Mississippi guy. He was in the North Mississippi All-Stars. But, all the times I've ever seen him live, he played with one amp. It's usually a combo, right? But it would have been like him showing up to play the Black Crowes and being, well, all I need is this deluxe reverb. Yeah, but when you go see the Black Crowes, there's supposed to be a wall of amps behind them. Yeah. And so he had a whole wall of amps behind him.
And we're not saying that if you are the next person in an iconic gig that you have to play the same or be the same person,
right?
But there is a certain part of the job that is, with a band like Rush, the drum kit is as much a feature thing on the stage as the lighting is.
Yep.
And she's down.
Well, look what Geddy Lee did when he stopped playing all those large amps. He started putting all kinds of different things on there to balance the stage because of lights and stuff, right? So you had like the washing machines, a popcorn machine, all kinds of different things because the stage looked completely unbalanced.
Yeah,
that's great. Long may she keep that seat because she's nailing it.
Stone Rivers, he said 2.2k is worth a punt. That's how much his Strat cost.
Yeah. That's definitely worth it.
Nice.
The Out Limits. He said evening from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Evening Out Limits. Anton says hi all, Anton. Okay, live evening. All rats are packed from sunny Brussels with cold Stella. See, that's a man with taste.
Some Stella Artois.
I love it. I love a Stella.
Stella's fine. I'm drinking a legitimate Belgian Trappist ale, and
oh, nice.
Yeah. I recently, while we're in Louisiana, where they have good liquor stores, I bought some, good beer. Nice. While I was down there.
I'm on Beer d'Alsace, also known as Stubbies, which is basically, you get a 32 slab of these things in the French hypermarket for about £8.
Have you ever poured that out in a glass?
Yeah.
But they add so much coloring to it. Oh,
I know.
horrible.
Why would they do that? It's in a green bottle. Like, why would you add coloring to it?
Because it's cheap French shit beer. That's why.
God.
I'm gonna be the 12-year-old here. I'm drinking fruit punch.
Of all the things the French are known for, beer is not one of them.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum.
There you go.
I'm not starting All You Need Is Love either.
Hod, howdy Hod.
At last.
Amanda. Hello, gentlemen. Hey, chat. Hi, Amanda. Hope you're well.
Amanda, thanks for bringing some class to this chat.
Yeah.
Ezekiel Hansen. Greetings from Nuuk, Greenland.
The greater American state of Greenland.
You shut the up.
Stop starting stuff. It's like, we live here. Do you have a flag?
I hope you're quoting Eddie Izzard at that point, because
Yeah.
if you're not,
No
you
flag, no
definitely need to
country.
do some-
Those are the rules I just made up.
you definitely, if you haven't seen that particular Eddie Izzard sketch, you
hilarious.
definitely need to.
Hilarious comedian.
Graham Campbell, evening rats and rodents, evening Graham. Jim, he said, you guys are the only rats I would let in my house. Lol.
Aw.
Cheers, Jim.
Oh, that's good.
Say that now.
Yeah.
Cheers.
JP, evening all should have been going to see Neil Young on Friday, but he sadly cancelled. So we'll go to the pub and bash out a set of Neil songs instead on the old acoustic. Oh, that sounds fun.
That's cool.
So did he cancel so that he could attend a World Cup match like Rod Stewart did?
Did he?
Yeah. So Rod Stewart canceled a show because he said he was sick, and then 30 minutes after the show should have started, he was getting drunk at a World Cup match.
Oh, I mean,
I would have been pissed.
Rod Stewart is a massive football fan, though.
Yeah, but that's not sorry.
No,
You
that's
have an
not-
obligation.
Yeah, you got thousands of people that changed their schedules around to accommodate going to see him.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
kind of messed up.
That is messed up.
Yeah, it's real messed up. But I mean, he's literally canceled shows so he could like play with a train set. So
Mhm.
who's surprised?
Ben LePlume, would you say that the best way to test an electric guitar is to play it in a quiet room without amplification to feel how it resonates? The pickups can always be swapped, but the resonance never lies. Yeah, I'd
Amen,
say
brother.
I think so.
agree.
One of the things that I like to do with an electric guitar to really know if you like it or if it resonates right, play a chord and then grab the headstock. If you don't feel it resonating through the neck into the headstock, it's not a good guitar.
If he hadn't smiled, then there'd have been a worry.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
a big worry.
Funny, I do both. I grab it from the top and from the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the back end. You know,
You need you need to be able to feel the strum of the guitar throughout the whole instrument. If you can't, it's dead. It just it's there's something too dense, something isn't resonating, and you're gonna hear and feel that once it's plugged in.
and if it still smells like paint, stay away from it for a while.
Yeah.
Because I've picked up a few in the shop, and you can still smell the off gassing because it's been
Oh my
recently
gosh.
painted. Yeah.
Unless you're the king, or King Charles in our case,
Oh.
because everywhere the king goes smells of fresh paint.
King Kong in our case.
Yeah.
Dave, hello,
It's a
mate.
great
He said,
movie.
good evening, fellow rodents. Always a pleasure. Looking forward to tonight's stream. Cheers, Dave. Hod said, Vinny, you did great. I'm
Oh,
guessing
thank
that's
you,
your
sir.
video.
Your Vin
Oh, thank
spin.
Ace Modine, he said, Paul, always enjoy your YouTube demos. Have you tested any Ernie Ball guitars? Thoughts on the brand from the whole group? Do you know what? I think I've probably played. I think the only Ernie Ball guitar that I've ever played was an EVH.
Oh,
like an-
really? The
like an old-
Axis Super Sport.
No. Before, yes, but before it was called the Axis.
Yeah.
I've owned about 20 to 30 of them.
Okay, you win.
Seriously. Sorry. That sounds messed up, but yeah.
It does sound
I've had Petrucci's since the first one came out. I've had the Majesties. I've had Axises. I've had the Albert Lee, which I really liked. It has a very, very skinny. A lot of them all have skinny neck. I've had multiple Lucathers. They're made extremely well. I only had one that was kind of a bit doggish, and I had an issue. But other than that, they're pretty decent. Just know going into it that you're not. If you are a person that plays guitars with nitro finishes, very thin finishes, it's not that. You're not getting that. You're going to get a heavy poly finish. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, I'm not going to say. All I'm saying is go into it knowing that. Just like with a USA production Fender. Same kind of thing.
And although on the Revere, on the new, it's probably 4 years old now, but on the Revere model, that's a thin coat, isn't it?
Yeah, that does look like a light finish on that. Because I couldn't get my hands on one at NAMM, but I was looking at it. That is a different animal than I think the whole line. The nut width is wider on that guitar, and it just looks more up to date.
Yeah.
And I think the body, and you know, it might piss off a few Ernie Ball Music Man fans, but Music Man has a tendency of making body shapes sometimes that don't fit the headstock. It doesn't jive. It doesn't, like if you look at the St. Vincent one and the headstock, it looks like a total mixed match of messed up stuff.
That's a guitar only a mother could love, though.
Yeah. But if they would have put a different headstock on it, it would have been kind of cool. It could have turned that into something kind of Explorer-esque different. But I think the Rabir shape, that saber shape that's been tweaked a bit with that headstock looks awesome. I personally think it's one of the best looking Ernie Ball Music Man guitars out there.
Yeah.
There's only one Ernie Ball guitar I want that I've ever wanted. And
2 for me.
2 for you? For me, it's an oddball one. It's the blue Steve Morse signature model.
Oh, yeah,
It has the 4 pickups in it, and just that comes from an early love I had of the Dixie Dregs,
Me
and
too.
and then Steve Morse era Deep Purple. I really
It's
enjoyed
got that little solid block where the strings come through in the back.
Yeah, it's so cool. And actually, Steve Morse was the guitarist who, a trick that I used to use a lot that I don't use as much anymore. I need to go back to. I play blues, and blues has a lot of call and response, right? That's the idea. Well, when you're in a trio and there's just bass and drums, you don't really have another person to call and response off of. So what I would do is I would play phrases, switch pickups, respond to that phrase, and then switch pickups back and forth, almost like 2 voices. And Steve Morse is where I got that. So
yeah, he's a king of that.
Huge love of Steve Morse. So I still want one of those blue signature models. But that's the only Ernie Ball guitar I've ever really wanted. The basses are a different ball game. The Stingray is iconic. I had a 5-string Stingray for a long time. But the guitars, they just never really spoke to me.
Yeah.
A Stingray is on my list for the studio, because that's a definite bass noise, you know. It's great. But the 2 guitars I would love, I want a Luke.
Okay.
Because he's Luke, and I'd like a JP. I think they're amazing. I'm not so sold on the Axis. I'm not so sold on the what's it called, the Majesty. I've played a couple and they're incredible, but I just can't get over the fact it looks like it does.
I had a few JPs, and I had one that was in a white metallic, like a pearl metallic white. It was awesome, and I decided to trade it to a guy. And then when I got to do the trade, I was kind of like, I don't know if I want to do this trade or not. And the guy dropped the lid on the case and dented the guitar.
Oh no!
And I said, well, I guess I'm doing the trade now because you just put a big dent in my guitar. So he wound up doing the trade and taking a dented guitar with him. But it was a good guitar. I think the Lukather is very good. The only thing, James, is the nut width is very tiny on that neck. And but other than, and I would try to get one with the EMGs in it.
Yeah,
I've had the ones with the other pickups in it. I wasn't a fan. I think the EMGs are iconic in that guitar. I don't know, my opinion.
Sorry, the dog is desperate for a cuddle.
Oh, I was wondering what was going on.
So please don't take us to the toilet. That'd be very wrong.
What do you got a hamburger in the other pocket?
You never know.
Hopefully that helps. I mean, I think it sounds like we all like them. So yeah, if you've got one that you've got your eye on, go for it.
Those JPs, James, you can pick them up really quite reasonably.
You can, because it's the most successful. It's the most successful Ernie Ball signature guitar of all time.
I think it was at one point the most successful guitar.
Yeah.
Full stop. Signature guitar of all time.
Yeah, under the
or that's what they claimed.
Yeah. Well, I had one of the first ones that came out, but I had the one without the piezo in it.
Right.
Nice.
Which was very cool.
Yeah. Al from Gear Safari. Hello, Al. He said, evening, just popping in for a quick AUP. Stuck at Nebworth. Hope all is well with you all. And to you, mate.
What's up, Al?
Nebworth.
I have no idea who's on. I guess he's working, because you don't tend to go to Nebworth unless you go there in our world, unless you're actually doing a gig or watching one. So
yeah. Scent of a wheelchair.
I haven't heard that name for a while.
Yeah, welcome back, Scent.
Hey guys, been distracted with life, getting ready to head to the UK on Tuesday for their experience day.
He's going to a TPS experience day.
Oh, nice. Let me know if any of you are going to be in Bath next week. I'd love to buy you all dinner. Bath isn't too far. But how far is Bath from me, James?
Bath's an hour and a half, 2 hours for you. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys in the UK don't drive 2 hours for anything.
Yeah, but it's not even a nice 2 hours either. It's very cross country for Paul. There's no direct road. It's a great road.
That's my favorite route.
Be a great road for your new car.
No, take the electric bike. You'll be fine.
Yeah, but Phil, when I was in England, everybody's side view mirrors are all bashed up over there, bro. Their roads are so tiny that people smack them together. They hit tree branches and stuff, dude. It's like I don't know.
Meanwhile, last week for me, for fun, well, a part of it wasn't fun because I had to go to a funeral, but I drove from where I live to Shreveport, Louisiana, which was almost 5 hours.
Ugh.
I left there. I drove to New Orleans to see Matt Schofield in New Orleans. That was 5 hours. And then I drove 4 hours and 25 minutes home. That was in the span of a couple of days. I did 14 hours.
It took me
16
5.5 hours to get home from Paul's the other night.
Oh my gosh.
Which
it's
is
not that far.
It's a two and a bit hour journey on a good run.
Yeah, something called the M25, which is stupid.
And I was really late getting home, and my wife, we were supposed to do the handover, and then she was supposed to go to work, and she still went to work, but about an hour and a half late.
Oh no.
I was not popular.
It's all that confusion. You guys are riding on the wrong side of the road. That's what it is.
It's unnatural, is what it is.
Figure it out.
It is. Amanda says sent. Excellent. Indeed. Jeremy Smith. Vinny looks like he throws less than memorable barbecue parties.
I don't know what it means, but yes, I don't throw memorable barbecue parties.
It's fine. Vinny's from New York. They're not known for their barbecue. It's fine.
Yeah, we don't do barbecue.
But I would trust Vinny to throw a pizza party way more than anybody else here.
And we got cannolis over here usually for dessert.
Oh,
that's what
hell
we do.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's such a strange comment. I love it. Dad, evening all. That Wampa pedal looks a great find for $80. What's everyone's favorite cheaper pedal that punches well above its weight? Mine is Funny Little Boxes 1991. Oh, nice.
Cheap pedal.
Cheap pedal.
I right now, since you asked me right now, it is that Wampler pedal. Because you can find them. There's a used one in my local shop for $90 right now. They're stupidly affordable for how good they are.
I'm looking around. I reckon a Blues Driver.
Yeah, you know what? I was just about to say that. I would say for a cheap pedal, the Blues Driver is such a great pedal.
Yeah, it's so cheap, isn't it?
I'm going to be really, really, really controversial because I love a bit of controversy. Or controversy, depending on where you're from.
Yeah. Controversy is how we say it here.
Yeah, you weirdos.
You also say Iran.
No, I say Iran. I say Iran.
An Apple product.
I thought he first said IROC. I'm like,
I did too.
I'm like an IROC. I was like, I haven't seen one of those in a while.
Right. Okay. So this is a controversial one. This is one of my favorite drive pedals.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The first distortion pedal I ever owned was the Governor 2 from that series.
Yep, I have the Governor 2 as well. The Governor 2 is nothing like as good as the Governor 1.
No, it sounds completely different.
Yeah. But this is really good. This is a really good drive pedal, and you can pick these up for about 35 quid secondhand.
That's awesome.
If you wanted, you could probably pick up that entire series of pedals for like 400 quid.
They had the not the recent G&H auctions, but a couple of auctions ago, they had the whole demo pack.
Yeah, the display board.
Yeah. And I think it went for about 120 quid for the whole lot.
God. If I'd have known, I'd have had you buy that for me and just bring it to NAMM.
I'll tell you what I think inexpensive delay pedal. I'm very surprised with the way huge Aquapus, the little mini one, the Mark 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Anyway, I had it on the board. It's really a good. I mean, it's got a shorter delay time, but I think it's a good sounding pedal. And it doesn't boost the volume in the loop. It doesn't decrease the volume. It doesn't seem like it sucks any tone. So pretty good.
It's really sad I don't have much in here I would call very budget, but I think that delay pedal has to be it.
Cool.
Guitar Buddy. He said, "Hi, Rats. Vinny, try 4Sound in Oslo.
Force
They have a
Sound.
nice selection of gear and very easy to get to." There we go.
All right, I'm gonna write it down.
Awesome. Or
Lemon Lust. Is it worth buying a new guitar now, or should I wait until after the next NAMM in case something new is announced that makes the current options less appealing? With guitars, no. I
No.
don't think so. There's nothing that would come out for a guitar that would make a guitar better than is already there. And if it did make it better, it wouldn't last long because that's not what us guitarists want. We just want traditional guitars.
Yeah. And also just remember what NAMM stands for. This is an old trope, so not available, maybe May. So if it's announced at NAMM, you're not going to see it until like for we're going to talk about something here in a little bit, maybe from a pedal manufacturer. He announced them at NAMM. They're still not out yet, but they're about to be announced. They're about to release in like July and August. So I wouldn't wait. If there's something you want and it's not going to change later.
No. And in the high tech world, I mean, Stephen Slate is great for announcing at one NAMM and releasing at the next.
Or we want about Thomas Blug.
Moving beyond
Thomas.
I love his products and I love him, but
timescales are not his timescales, not his bag.
No, it's not.
Vibra Towers. Hey guys, hi Vibra Towers. Plexico. Oh, thanks, Plexico. He said, "Vinny, go King, Knicks.
Go Knicks.
Go Kinks."
Yeah, going back to the blue guitar real quick. Anybody that asks me about waiting for the new thing to come out, I just tell them to buy the amp one.
Yeah.
I just tell them buy an amp one, enjoy it, and then if the other thing comes out, great. If not, you still bought something cool.
Yep. That's it.
Right, excuse me a minute. I just need to go outside. Can someone drive for a bit? I need to go and deal.
Someone, he means Paul.
I think I can drive now.
Can drive?
Ali, yes. Hold on, let me just check. Hold on, can I?
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Look at that.
Ali, he said, "Lemon Lust. If you think that way, you never buy anything." That's very.
That is
true.
a fact.
He also says, "Evening all. I'll be the one." So what do we think of buttholes? Sorry, buttholes comments. Oh, very good.
That's very good.
That is very good.
Very
so
good.
what do we think of it? I mean, I haven't seen the video, so I don't.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
Yeah,
No.
I didn't like the delivery. I didn't like the delivery. I don't like when people say some stuff like what agitated me out of the gate with it was when he says, words matter and shapes matter, and it's just like you're not talking to 3-year-olds here. You're talking to people that own businesses. You know what I mean?
It was a garbage response. It was a completely utter garbage.
It looked like somebody wrote it for him instead of you know what I don't like. I do not like, and this is just me as an instructor for years. I do not like when people hold a microphone when they're stationary and trying to read something. You have a mic stand there. There is a clip for the mic. Put it in there so you don't have to super multitasking as you already are reading somebody else's words. Yeah. Right. And maybe dress a little bit more professional instead of looking like you're going bowling.
Oh, but he's trying to look cool, Vinny. He's trying to look
going. Yeah, he looks like he's going bowling with Steven Seagal with some kind of like beads or something around his neck. It was ridiculous. And so, people are visual people. And I just thought it was just unprofessional. It's kind of like when you watch something with somebody with a lavalier mic with these kids doing their channel and they're holding the lavalier mic with the clip in their hand. I literally just want to come through the screen and smack them. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's my 2 cents. I just thought it was like talking down to with the whole shapes matter. Well,
since Vinny went here, I'm going to join him at the salt mine because I thought it was the most. Unlike Vinny, I think Bud wrote that. I think those are his words. Until he made this statement, I held out hope that he was just doing what someone above him was telling him to do. Now he's sold out on it. Like he believes this shit. And I can't wait. There won't be, because it won't be a jury trial kind of courtroom, but I want them to televise the lawyers for PRS et al. Combating these claims. I want to watch it. And I'll leave it there.
I'm gonna mess with Cordy. I want to do a reaction video of me reacting to Cordy, reacting to Rhett Scholl, reacting to
You can't
what's his
keep up.
face?
I counted them since the cease and desist letters. Cordy has done 29 videos about
What?
Fender, either tangentially related or directly related to the cease and desist letters.
I think
29.
no offense.
No offense, Cordy. I mean, I'm glad he's doing it,
Yeah,
but
he's doing it.
I can't watch them all.
That's why I did my video. I was watching YouTube. I had my coffee, and I wasn't even planning on doing video. I was going to take a break from doing them for about a week or so, and then like 50 of them came up in my feed, not just his, a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I literally had my coffee, and I'm like, that's it. I put the coffee down, and I came in here, and I did my rant.
I'm trying to see if Cordy's in the chat.
He might be, and Cordy, I genuinely love your content, bro, but I can't watch all of it. You put out a lot of stuff.
I can't keep up with them.
I just think it's nearly the fastest, the fastest back pedal on a lot of things.
Oh,
since waves, since the
waves when they changed their pricing structure.
Yeah. It's nearly the fastest one since then. I mean,
did you like how fast he said there was an unfortunate language?
Yes.
Unfortunate comments. Like
he didn't say it's not the case, though. Yeah. I mean, he may sort of.
How about saying, you know what, we screwed up. You know what, we went into this too forceful. We were trying to make a statement. It backfired. We're gonna try to back up, regroup, and handle this in a different way so that we stay in a friendly community with all the builders and everybody around us, because you don't, like, even at NAMM, for people who haven't been there are a lot of builders that talk to other builders. They're not stabbing each other in the neck. You know what I mean? It's like a more, I would say, a very friendly community, to be quite honest with you.
It's a very friendly community.
Yeah,
and maybe more so in the pedal world than in the guitar world, but it's still very friendly.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Fender Musical Instruments Incorporated don't care
that was the point of my video.
About that. They couldn't give two hoots. What they care about is the bottom line, and shareholders and venture capital investors, their ROI. That's what they care about.
Oh, I love how he tried to sell the whole like venture capital thing. This is a family-owned business, a guy who built up from the ground up. Yeah, that's how a lot of people start, but things shift at some point.
Well, I think we beat that to death.
Yeah. No, I can go further, but I'm not going to.
It was great when he played keyboards for Phil Collins. Sorry, that's Brad Coles.
Same ponytail though, right?
Probably.
Probably. Rat Revival, are you guys watching the World Cup? Phil, do you? It starts in 12 minutes.
Yeah.
I've watched 2 matches so far. I am watching, just not religiously.
I can't sit still for it. I can't.
I mean, I appreciate that you guys are expecting football to be something where you pick up the ball. We call that rugby, a man's game.
That's what American football was based on.
Yeah,
rugby. Because rugby used to be called, in the UK, rugby football. Soccer was called association football. We took rugby football and converted it to American football.
Yeah. I can't argue with that.
Y'all coined the term soccer. We didn't. We used the word y'all used for it.
I don't even know where soccer came from.
Soccer is a shortened form of association to ASOC to soccer.
Yeah.
It's a British term. We used y'all's word.
For the first time ever.
But no, I did watch the U.S. beat Paraguay 4-1. I'm not excited about the U.S. team yet. We'll see how they do against Australia on Friday. And like I said, I did watch the Scotland versus Haiti match.
Nice. Plexico said, "Boom, Paul Neal."
I think that was boom.
JTB, I think he's looking to get a date. Who's that? The dog?
probably my eulogizing over about Anika Niles.
Oh yeah, that probably sounds about right.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, maybe.
Neil had way more drums too, it seems.
Yes.
Yeah. Is she using the electric side of things or just the acoustic side?
Just the acoustic from what I've seen.
Yeah. I couldn't remember.
Rack Revival says, speaking of Neil Girardo's Vertex interview is coming up. Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Blimey Gary went to see the Ballad of Johnny and June in the theatre. Highly recommended. It got me thinking: is Luther Perkins an underrated guitarist? I don't know who Luther Perkins is.
Nor do I.
Anybody?
American country guitarist, member of the Tennessee Three, played with Johnny Cash.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
I hate that I didn't know his name off the bat. I had to look that up.
Yeah. Pama Pop. I was surprised to see Alex Lifeson playing Tonex, to be honest. Was he actually using it live?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's used it live. In the that first gig with Anika that was at I can't remember, that everybody scrutinized to hell and back. Yeah, he was playing through Tonex.
Wow.
Sounded pretty good to me.
Yeah.
Ret Revival. I'm so excited. All the signs are pointing to my favorite local guitar store in Netherlands is becoming the first James Tyler dealer. Nice.
Oh,
Cool.
Very nice.
Oh shoot, my back. Yeah, I think my battery's dying on my computer.
oh, look at that.
Hold on. So you
No,
might have to
sorry.
read it out. Is it?
No,
I owned a wonderful Gibson VOS Les Paul, but was always stressed every time I took it out. Happily sold it to reduce my guitar collection to Fender HSS Strat, Charvel HSS, a Gibson Les Paul Modern. Nice. I think
he has a follow up. Read the next one.
Yeah.
he said, has a valuable guitar become too precious for any of you? Nah,
Nah.
Nope.
I don't mind. To me,
Now, I've had a few that were trophy queens that I wouldn't play, so I'll be the outlier here. And
The most expensive guitar I own is a Murphy Lab 355, and I have gigged that outdoor festivals in the middle of the southern heat, and don't think twice about it.
It's
it's
a business tool.
Yeah, I think that's a good shout. There's not a lot of difference in price, secondhand between a VOS and a Murphy Lab. You can pick them up. So
you know what? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would almost consider, just getting a Murphy Lab, and because it's already been out.
Yeah,
I was
there you
just
go.
about to say that what cured me of that whole thing, Rummy, what you're talking about, is I started to play relic guitars.
Yeah.
And that stopped me from having $3,000 to $5,000 guitars that I didn't want to scratch. And now my thought process is completely changed on it. But if you're OCD, listen, I had somebody swing their car door open one time and scratch my car door, and I drove the car literally to a dealership and traded it in.
Whew.
Yeah, because I knew they would have to repaint the whole door and it wouldn't be the same. This is how bad I was back in the day. So same thing with guitars. I would have a brand new one, high dollar for me, and I wouldn't play it because I was afraid to scratch it. And the relic thing solved the whole problem. So people that hate relics, that was one of my ways of saying that's why I'm for them.
Yep. Custom shop Telecaster. If I scratch this, do you think anyone's going to be able to tell the difference between that and the factory relic?
Absolutely.
Nope.
It's a nice color, that.
That aged candy apple red.
Yeah, it's nice. Right, Revival. What kind of loot do you want, Jarvie? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's pretty big difference between them.
3. 3's the one I've tried. 3's the one I like.
Okay.
Yeah, the one's got the Floyd in it.
Yeah, I don't need that hassle in my life.
I love this. I love the next comment because I was reading it, or even better, Valley Arts, but they're always heavy. And no, Paul, they're not all heavy. I've never ever played a Valley Arts that doesn't weigh.
We tried one at the London International Guitar Show in Epsom, and it weighed a ton. It weighed nearly as much as my 45-pound 77 Strat.
It's got a massive maple cap on it. They're heavy.
Yeah. I would say if you were looking for a Valley Arts guitar, I wouldn't spend the money on them. I would go buy the Sir Classic S Studio that we saw at NAMM that's got the EMGs loaded in it. And it's got the Floyd on it and everything, which pretty much mimics like a Valley Arts guitar, but probably it's going to be a lot lighter. I would go that
a little
route,
lighter,
or I would go with a Tyler. If I was on the hunt for that Valley Arts thing, I would either be a Tyler or be that new Sir model. And just, it's not cheap, but
I was having that conversation in a Discord server. I can't remember if it was in mine or in like Guitar Nerds Discord or somewhere. Somebody was looking for Strat variants, an alternative to Fender. I wonder. I can't figure out why they were looking for something that wasn't made by Fender, but they were looking for an alternative, and someone brought up Sir, and I brought up the weight. And they were like, I didn't know that. And so I brought up a website, Humbucker Music in Georgia. They list the weight of all of their Sir guitars. And I had to hunt for one under 8 pounds.
Yeah.
Honestly, anything under 8.8 pounds, 6 ounces was hard to find.
Mine's like 6 something.
Oh yeah. You got an absolute unicorn.
Yeah, but you got that's a Polonia one, so that's
yeah. Polonia is going to be different.
This is just a one-off build that somebody made, and they didn't like the build features and the neck profile, whatever. And this is probably one of the best out of 400 guitars. This has got to be one of the best guitars I've ever owned.
Yeah,
I like that.
You know,
really like
I'm not a fan of the wood material, but the weight, yes, I'm a fan of.
Whereas most of the Sirs that I saw on Humbucker side, don't get me wrong, they had a few in this like 7.5, 7.75 range, but they had a bunch that weighed as much as my R4, my Gibson Les Paul R4.
Crazy.
So,
yeah, I like that. Ben. That's nice.
Dope.
That
Tasty.
like that a lot. Chris, all evening, Chris. Funky Bass, evening rats and transatlantic friends. I was in Paris last week. I stumbled into a great shop where the owner let me. Oof.
Hang on.
What's the owner let him do?
Hang on.
I think the owner just let him.
Let me have internet only for that one sentence. Oh.
I went to a guitar shop with them. Let me try an original 55 gold top, an original 345. I get the hype now. Listing a vintage natural relic kidney.
that's what I love about the Amigo guitar show I go to. In I've been to Franklin and I've been to the Costa Mesa one in California that's near around the time of NAMM every year. Like I walk into a booth, they are fully aware that I'm not about to drop 35, 40 grand on a guitar, but someone had I remember distinctly a 55 Les Paul custom, with the staple P90s. Nice. I said, can I just play it? He said, yeah, picked it up, handed it to me immediately. No questions asked, no whatever. Yeah. I was like, that's what, man, I love those places. And the folks who were just like, no, here, play the things.
Yeah. Nice. Nice. Dave Brose, being a lefty, driving a stick in the UK dream. Seatbelt covers are the correct shoulders. See, everything's right in the UK.
Well, yeah, because he's a lefty.
Amanda says, I can't even drive across my province in a day.
Yeah. Canada's a different place.
Yeah.
Can you actually drive all the way across Canada?
Yeah, it's possible.
But no one does because it's.
I'm sure truckers do.
Right. Okay.
Who had a new car and what model? I just got one. The Americans call it a Miata. We call it the MX-5. But
did you get the hard top or the convertible one?
I got the hard top, the retractable hard top one.
Good call.
Do you have the one with the holes so you can put your feet through the bottom so you can pick it up and turn it around when there's too tight a space?
I couldn't quite find that one, but that sounds brilliant.
Yeah, two flaps open up and he goes like Fred Flintstone underneath.
Yeah.
I had a Miata back in the day.
Did you?
Yeah, a little convertible one, and it got run over by a minivan. And I mean, not even run. Like I was on my way to go to band practice with this fusion band, and I had my John Petrucci JP6 or whatever it was in the trunk.
The trunk.
No, it was before I was dating my ex-wife. We were dating, and she had a babysitter gig, and I was gonna drop her off and then go to the thing, but could barely get the case in the trunk of the car. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna go back to the house, and I'll grab it then. And I always put it in the front seat, in the passenger seat, because that car is so small. So we stop at a stop sign. I'm taking it to this babysitting gig, and this old guy, I guess, doesn't see my car, whatever, and hits it, smashes the back of us, knocks us into a middle of a busy intersection, and then hits the gas again, freaking out. His leg gets pinned on it, and the tire goes up on top of the car and is grinding towards my ex-wife in the passenger. I had to grab her and pull her out of the driver's side. It literally almost cut the car like a table saw. Yeah, it was nuts.
Yeah.
And had I brought my guitar, it would have been smashed in a million pieces in the trunk. So there's a lesson for you.
Yeah, never put guitars in the trunk. Boot.
Yeah, that car got wrecked.
Oh, no, avoid that. Yeah.
Bella Plums, single coil for bright cleans and modulation and humbuckers for distortion and strong bass presence. Does the formula make sense? Single coil for bright cleans and modulation. Okay, single coil for bright cleans and modulation and humbuckers for distortion and strong bass presence. Does this formula make sense?
No.
It's a formula and it will work, but you're missing a trick if you don't put distortion on a single coil.
And you're definitely missing a trick if you don't use humbuckers into modulation effects.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah. I think, yeah, even taking to the extreme, humbuckers and that sort of classic modulated 80s lead sound is very, was mostly humbuckers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's all how you dial it in. You got to dial it in.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There are going to be times when you're going to go, and also you don't say where the humbucker or where the single coil is, because that's going to make a huge difference.
Or which humbucker.
Yeah. But I mean, so for example, if you're on super high gain and then you go into the neck humbucker playing chords, it's going to sound dreadful. Probably. Yeah. But whack it into the bridge position, it's going to sound fat and fruity and lovely. Probably.
What the heck is that?
I muted myself to see if it was me. It is not me.
I had a feeling it was Paul the way he was moving.
It's Paul.
Yeah, Paul was like this.
That was the most bizarre sound.
I just saw Disclosure Day last weekend. I know what this is. I've seen it.
He's got like 57 cameras over there. Probably looks like a Hollywood studio, and he's using a laptop. Right. What is going on?
Bless him.
Anyway,
moving swiftly on. The Outer Limits rocks. They certainly do. Went to see the Dixie Dregs a few years ago. Sat in the balcony looking down at the crowd. Was a mosaic of all different kinds of male pattern baldness.
See, that's why I've never seen the Dixie Dregs live. I have too much hair. They don't let me buy tickets.
I used to love Rod Morgenstein.
Yeah.
Drummer, phenomenal drummer. Paul, you haven't reappeared, mate. So just in case you can hear us. Oh, there he is. There he is.
What is going on?
What? The aliens have landed, and
it almost sounds like he's like manually trying to make the connections himself.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
You're frozen and you're all staticky and making weird noises. You sound like Doc from Back to the Future in the background.
So anyway,
okay,
moving on. The Tone X1 Plus has a Bluetooth issue. It freezes audio on a high-pitched note, and you have to turn off the Bluetooth. IKR looking into it.
That's not good. That's a problem.
The thing is, they've got a development team in house, and they'll solve it. That's the beautiful thing about having your own team. As some companies are discovering that not having your own team in house and outsourcing everything can backfire on you sometimes.
Not to name names or anything.
Right, let's clear my throat there. Hang on, here we go. The Oversouls. Vinny, thanks for the inspiration. I just finished my first Wampler build.
He meant Warmouth.
I was thinking he meant Warmouth, didn't he? A 7/8 S style 24 scale Lake Placid blue with Goto 510 Tone Rider pickups. My arthritic hands love it.
Oh, that sounds killer, man. That sounds really cool, actually. Very cool. I'm glad I gave some inspiration for a change.
Yeah.
Instead of agita to somebody.
Oh, you inspire me, mate.
Thanks, dude.
Okay, live. Phil, is your beer a triple
Chameleon.
chameleon? It
Karma, chameleon.
chameleon. Nah.
No.
It should be, I think, is the next word missing.
No, it is a Trappist's
Rochefort.
Rochefort.
Yeah, Roquefort. No T. It's French.
I don't know. I don't speak
Clearly.
that language.
It's a Roquefort. It's named after a cheese. You're drinking cheesy beer.
Oh, that makes sense. We don't have that cheese very often. I'm not gonna say it's not here, but it's not something I find every day in a grocery store.
You would know if it was.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
We're 1 hour in. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, bell icon, and all the other stuff there, please.
Yeah, I was gonna point down, but now I'm up on this upper level. I don't know what to do with.
It's on the upper level.
You got moved to upper management, Phil.
Oh, damn it!
I'm still in the mail room. Hey, help.
Paul says 9 p.m. football started and my internet sucks.
That's not what he wrote.
It's not. I left it family friendly. Thank you very much.
Right. Yes. One of my pedals is an Ogre Chronomaster. I love it.
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially when you say it like that.
Yeah. It's an ogre. Great delay pedal. We like that.
Yeah.
They're chatting amongst themselves. We like inter chatting. It's good. You're all a very friendly bunch. We like that. Maniac 618. We tested it here, and it looks like 3 hours for it to happen to us both times. So they are looking at the issue.
Oh, yeah. Bluetooth issue.
Odd it happens to you so fast. IK Multimedia Tonex +1 Bluetooth issue. I've not witnessed it. To be honest, I haven't used the 1 Plus since we did the video on it because I think Paul's got it. But I'm sure they'll fix it. They're good. They're good like that. Carmelite. Yes, rather than chameleon. Sorry, typo. Yeah, we all get it. Yes, we knew what you meant. Don't worry. Yeah. Gregoire is in the house. Adventures in Gearland. Arrived late. Liked, hit, and hit the heart button. Glad to hear there's no discussion of kickball.
Not yet.
Well, we've kind of been there, and we're doing our best to avoid it. Blind Man Gary, Martin should send a cease and desist letter to Only Fender and tell them to stop making acoustic guitars. Yeah. It's an interesting one because last time I checked, most acoustic guitars look pretty damn similar.
Come on, Leo Fender designed the acoustic because it's shaped like a woman, just like the electric guitar was shaped like a woman. He was in the Garden of Eden when they made Eve, and he said, "You should make her in the shape like this, otherwise people will not like them."
Vinny, I didn't know you were writing Bud speeches now.
There's just too much material. This is easy material. So if I was a stand-up comedian, oh my god,
they made it so easy.
Yeah,
I watched it, and I just thought, you're not making it any better. All you're doing is just stirring the pot some more.
Yep. That you're not making it better. That's the fact. It's a no-win situation here.
I mean, they had to come out and say something. They had to, because the whole industry was going, well, where are we? Where are we at?
Well, yeah, but the whole industry is starting to run dry of things to talk about. Now they have a fresh new batch of ammo.
Yeah, and now we've got Paul to try and work out if he's actually working or not. So, there is still the mother of all delays there, though.
Is there?
No.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you don't sound like a EDM concert anymore.
I think it's something to do with the
The whole world's just gone online.
yeah, it must be.
Oh, you're
But
catching
this is
up.
not gonna work.
It's catching up. You just zoomed fast forward at about 800 miles an hour.
Yeah.
How weird.
You look
Okay, we're
like
gonna
you're
have to
running
see
on
if it works.
AOL, 1993.
He's on dial-up.
Yeah. How's that 14.4 modem working out for you? Not so good.
It did sound like the dial-up noise when he was going.
It did. It really did.
Quick, James,
okay.
this is the time to talk about Atmos. He can't attack you verbally.
Well, he can, but it'll be in about 20 minutes' time when his face catches up with the sound.
We'll be off the air by the time he starts.
I think probably best that I bow out then because it's not workable like this.
You know
No,
what
no,
it actually is?
Stay. We can
He
hear you
wants to
fine.
Go and watch the football. That's what it is.
No, I don't at all. So you can hear me in real time.
Yeah.
Yes, we can
Yeah.
hear you in
Okay,
real
right.
time, but we
That's right.
see you like a half second later.
But everybody feels like they're in an LSD trip watching you right now.
It is a bit,
like-
it's a bit weird.
It's
Okay.
like caution, Paul's feed might cause seizures.
Hey, I wonder if there's a way. What we can do, if I do this, how's that? And then pretend that I'm here. No, it doesn't work, does it? There we go. There we go.
You could just deactivate your video feed. Just on the bottom. There's
Just
an icon.
put the camera on the dog, and the views will go up anyway.
That's true.
Hey,
That's true.
am I back in now? I think I'm in
Oh.
time now. Aren't I?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, you're close
sure.
anyway. At
Hey.
least
Okay, let's go.
close
for it. Let's
enough.
do it.
All right, let's
Let's do
rock
it.
it.
Let's do it.
You just needed to pull the magician's trick, and
That's what it was. Yeah.
all right. So where are we?
Yeah.
D-Max says Juno Awards, and I have no idea what that means.
By the way,
Richard.
England's up 1.
Hi, Richard. He said, "Hey guys, I finally picked up an FM3, FC6, and FC1. Oh my god, nice,
What a
very
rig.
nice, mate.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice setup." LA Guitar Lee. He says Alex Lifeson is using a Timmy into the Tonex, his own capture pack of all his amps. IK made, and then Axe effects or post effects. Amazing. One of the first proper legends to actually use this stuff live. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Nice. Well done, Lee. Rummy says, hold on, why is this booting up? Thank you, Vinny.
No problem.
D-Max says, isn't Lifeson also playing his new signature Epiphone live?
It'd be great if he was.
Yeah, I didn't see.
D-Mac, I saw Rick Emmett using a Pod Go for the Triumph reunion shows. Nice. That's a man with class. Pod Go, wow. Rate Revival, Valley Art second hand is way cheaper than a Tyler, apart from JTG, and especially those LA Sirs. By the way, anyone know when they come out? I think they're already out. They're already in. They're in the UK. Those Sirs.
Yeah, I've seen a
They
couple of
still-
them. One Sweetwater had one, I think.
Do it again. It's gone again, isn't it?
No, you're still
It
there.
went away. It went away. Well,
Nope. There he's back.
no, don't go away, Paul. It's so good.
Well, you say he lives in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
So there's 5 people watching the game, and it's drawing the internet.
Anyway, Tim Simmons 2674 says, I heard that Alex Lyson is using the Tonex pedal instead of a real amp. Do you guys know if he runs what he runs Tonex into? I think we just had that
Yeah.
answer, didn't we, into an Axe effects for the effects and stuff.
Yep.
Which kind of makes sense. I'm currently using my Pet says I'm currently using my master built as a doorstop. Apparently, each ding has more value. Surely, if you were using it as a doorbell, that would have worked. Because then each ding.
Oh, dang. Oh, dang it.
I'm on fire. Here till Tuesday. Try the veal. Right, Revival. By the way, I always thought Lee was also a fan of the LA Session Tones, hence his name. Just now realised he's Lee Abraham guitar. Sorry. So that's a yes on the Luther Perkins being underrated. Then,
Yeah.
Guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right in my wheelhouse too, and I could not remember his name.
3, 2, 1.
Willie.
If if Paul was here, we'd go, will it?
Already
look.
best stream ever.
There he is, look. No.
That did not help.
I really hope he's faked that. I
You
really
get
hope
like 8-bit audio.
he's got some bit crusher on it.
Oh my god.
He had better reception when y'all would stream from Nam.
Okay, they're all chatting amongst themselves.
Yeah.
Ali picks it. He certainly does. Irony. The two baldies driving hairdressers car.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
We were saying though before we came on in about there was a I was looking on Facebook Marketplace the other day, and there was a GMZ Van Duren on listed, which most of us know as the 18 van, and it had been done as the 18 van with the stripe and the two-tone, and I was like, oh, if I hadn't just bought a van, that would be so cool.
Can you imagine you showing up to gigs and just shave a mohawk into your head and just show up?
I pity the fool who pays his gig. Yeah, I'd love that. It was a lot of money, but wow, I so would. Irony, there's a paper in the UK called The Sun. That certainly is.
Look, I know that y'all talk about irony and the rainfall in the UK, but I've looked it up. The town I live in gets twice as much rainfall as any place in London.
Yeah, but you get it in one go.
Yeah, we get it all at once.
You get it in one season. It's called the rainy season. We get it dribbed out. So you might get, it might be bright sunshine in the morning, and then for 2 hours, sort of around lunchtime when you all want to go out and get something to eat, it'll pee down, and then it'll brighten up in the afternoon, just in time for you all to leave the office, or what normal people do, and then it'll rain on you again.
I'll take that all day long over the monsoon we get.
Yeah, agree. Where you can't drive, or the streets get
you can't drive
immediately.
Yeah. It's miserable. Your house not your house, but like my lawn is a swamp most of the year.
Where do you live in? Mississippi.
Yeah. And Vinny lives in Florida.
Yeah. I live in the hurricane bullseye.
Yeah. So I know I'm kind of joking, but people say, "Oh, we like it here." I say, but clearly, there's a phrase: if at first you don't succeed, maybe hang gliding's not for you.
Oh yeah, we say skydiving, but yes.
Yeah. And I'm like, it's clearly God, whether you believe in Him or not, is trying to tell you something.
Yeah.
Moving swiftly on. That sounds like a raging. Okay, Warren. Hashtag prayers for Paul. Congrats on the mate. Okay, you have great taste. That thing is a joy to drive. You can actually use the power of the car in a country to contrary to most supercars. Yeah, but it's not powerful. It's just light, and they handle really well. It's not particularly powerful. I think it's a 1.6 engine tops.
Oh,
maybe 2 liter, which I appreciate for you boys. You go, well, we get 110 horsepower out of our 5-liter V8s, and we go, why aren't you getting like 1,000?
Yeah,
horsepower?
the current issue, the MX-5 is a 2-liter.
Okay, this is not a current one, but it probably is. Even 2 liter in that car, it's going to be like a roller skate.
Yeah.
And
181 horsepower.
I had a Mini Cooper Turbo, 6-speed manual. That car drove fantastic. It was a good driving car. Now driving a Challenger, there's too much horsepower on the rear wheels, man. That thing wants even if you step on the gas to try to cross traffic, it wants to spin the tires. So it's a little.
I had a 1980 Mini Cooper. So the old school, the proper tiny Mini.
Right.
That is my first car. I loved that car. I had to take the front passenger seat out to get a bass drum in it, to get a kit in it. But I loved that car. And it went to the great subframe loss in the sky, as many cars do. Need to step... Well, Don't read the thing out that you're reading. Okay. Pet says Paul's gone. Mars attacks. Very good. Funky Bass. I should mention the shop in Paris, Le Guitarium, in Rue de Dorien-le-Pigalle, is like their version of Denmark Street. Great shop and great street. I shall check it out next time I am in Gay Paris.
I wonder what their T-shirt looks like with all those letters.
Yeah, I can only imagine it gets worse where if you went to the German equivalent, because the Germans love lots of letters. Hard says, "What the is that sound?" Yes. Lee says that sound was Paul's new car trying to start. Very good, Lee. Well done. Mr. Ben Page says, listening from, I'm going to go with Chevronport. I don't even know where that is, but it sounds lovely. It's probably Cornwall because it's nearly as impronounceable as Wales down there. Adventures in Gearland. Elsewhere this weekend, Jivey and I gigging lights and DJ. I'm filming and will be going along doing so in Atmos. That is probably true, actually. We're going to try and do our best. Greg's coming along to do some lights with me for this DJ job that I'm doing, and that's the only thing I don't like about DJing is you normally turn up on your own and you stand behind that little booth thing that you build on your own, and occasionally someone talks to you, but they're normally drunk and annoying. So
I wouldn't want to do that DJing. I don't. I would be the worst DJ. People come up, can you play? Be like, no, I hate that song. Next. When I used to shoot weddings back in the day as a side gig, the reception was like they're all cookie cutter, the same thing. They play the same songs. All the girls wind up dancing in some kind of formation. And I was just like, oh, I can't wait to get out of here. It was just like horrible.
The funny thing is that there are two types of party that people think they've thought up. The first one is someone said, "Oh, we're having a James Bond themed party." You go, "Oh, that's original." We've done 4 of those this week. Which basically is a cop out for guys to just go, "Well, I'll put a tux on," and girls to go, "Oh, I'll put some tight dress on that makes me look like a hooker." And Paul's not here. Someone's got to do it. And the other thing is, everyone goes, "Oh, you can eat with us tonight. We're having a hog roast," and I'm like, "It's the 4th hog roast this week."
Oh my gosh!
Well, we all know James Bond usually winds up at the hog roast in all the movies, right? Oh wait, no.
I see you guys got past the comment from Ben Page about being from Shreveport. I was there for 4 days last week. So
I'm so glad you taught me how to say it because I had no idea.
Shreveport. I was there. They've got a really great little music store and record store there called Little House of Music. A guy named Scott runs it. Absolutely killer space. They do like Thursday night listening parties where they listen to vinyl.
That's cool.
And just chat about it. It's really cool.
We've got a coffee shop. When I say coffee shop, a shop that sells coffee, not in the Amsterdam understanding of the word coffee shop.
Wait, you got it. I'm not familiar with the Amsterdam version of a coffee shop.
What did you say?
Oh, opium dens.
No, not quite. But
Okay.
you know, the marijuana is legal in certain coffee shops.
I don't understand why they'd say okay.
That's why they got to have the subterfuge.
Right, it's legal.
I don't know.
Coffee shop in Amsterdam, not in Amsterdam.
Oh yeah, so we've got a coffee shop near where the kids go to school, and they do a similar thing. They've actually got a really, really good stereo. I mean, the place is probably no bigger than my studio, but they've got a really good stereo.
Yeah,
and someone will come and you get it's a proper vinyl collector's place. And I took a vinyl record in. Like, tech was not on our side.
Do the opposite. Like you did this and it went away. Like. Yeah, that didn't work.
This thing is off the rails tonight.
But so this shop is also they're a dealer for hi-fi gear. So that's part of the
all right.
Oh, that's cool.
This place isn't, but I took in an album by a group called the Portsmouth Sinfonia.
Oh,
Yeah. This is from, I think, from the late 70s, if not a little earlier, perhaps. And the amazing thing about the Portsmouth Sinfonia is they're all classically trained musicians on other instruments. So you've got like the leader is playing second piccolo, and the timpanist is playing first violin, and generally you can understand what the tunes are, but it isn't pleasant. It's it's the stuff that I remember taking it into a proper old school classical music shop and having them put it on the stereo there, and I got thrown out. It's hilariously bad in a really good way. But the thing is, if you put it on and have a dead serious face, everyone thinks you're really serious about this music. It's like, you've got all the it's the Portsmouth Sinfonia play the popular classics, and look it up. I'm pretty sure it'll be on your streaming service.
okay.
And I guarantee you won't get much past the first couple of tracks without being an absolute fits of giggles. Funky Bass says Studio Rats would like to thank tonight's sponsor, CompuServe. That takes me back to about 1990 something.
Yeah, and their competition, Gateway.
Yes. Michael says, Paul, do you have an update for the Bad Cat mod shop for a Tonex pack? We haven't done it yet. Why would you need to update? I suppose the update for version 2 of Tonex. We haven't.
Yeah.
I don't think we've got into that yet, because often what we've probably done is sold the amp. So we can't just go back and do version 2. I know Paul does still have that amp, so I'll pester. Amanda says the Juno Award is where we saw the new Rush for the first time.
That's right. That's where she played with them for the first time.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I
So
do watch.
James,
I do
don't
watch
forget the
the
news, by
Juno
the way.
Awards. I prefer the Juno Awards to the Grammys.
I prefer the Juno 60, but that's a whole nother
Yeah, that's
musical ball game. Tricky Trav came across a StewMac 5E3 Tweed amp. Anyone know if these amps are any good at recreating a Tweed sound? Don't want to waste $900.
they're good. You buy them as kits. And a buddy of mine, actually sponsor of my podcast, Madsen from Madsen Amplification, helped them write I can't remember if he did like the Q&A for their manual, or he actually wrote the build manual for those amps.
Mhm.
Because when I was building my 5E3, he was helping me a bunch. And he was telling me he was doing work with them to do the copyright for, not like legal copyright, but actually writing the copy
The copy.
for for those amplifiers.
Mhm.
Trav, I think they're great. StewMac is quality, and if Maynard is the one who talked about how to build them, he builds incredible Tweed amplifiers. So it probably does the thing.
Cool. Well, Lisa's best Q&A ever.
It's certainly a Q&A.
So just in case Paul comes back. Willy Wonka 007.
That's
1980 Mini Cooper's older than me. It's younger than me, sadly.
Willie, I assumed you were older than me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I heard strange strange alien sounds, and then Paul was gone. I think the aliens beamed him up.
Probably. You said he's like in the middle of nowhere, right? They always pick up people from farmland, no witnesses.
Again, I went and
They're not
saw
stupid.
Disclosure Day. This is how this happens.
I don't even know what Disclosure Day is.
That's the new Steven Spielberg alien film that just came out last weekend.
There's only one film I want to go and see, and I still don't have time to go and see it. So I'll probably end up seeing it when it releases on
What
Disney
film
Plus.
is it? What?
Mandalorian Grogu.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
I'll probably end up watching it on Disney Plus when it
Yeah,
launches.
I heard rumor it's trash, but
Yeah,
I've heard different things from different types of people. By different types of people, so those who are Star Wars fans and those who aren't. So
yeah. But I tried to give the same benefit of the doubt to that last new trilogy movie, and it was awful.
I think my face pretty much says it all.
It was truly awful.
Yeah, I like some of the. I like the spin-offs. I have to admit. The
Well,
one-offs.
yeah, they're usually better. Rogue One is still the best Star Wars movie ever made.
yeah, Rogue One, and I like Andor because I call it Star Wars for adults.
Yeah, it's a proper gritty Star Wars for
Yeah.
adults.
Yeah,
as well.
Rogue One,
let's handle some
Andor,
really
and the original 3, and that's it for me.
Let's handle some really difficult topics, and do a really good job on them. So yeah. Those OG minis are so cool. So Rat Revival. Yep. Okay. Cool. Lee says we did a 60th birthday a few years back in a massive hall that was packed with guests. Our sax player said, I held a 60th for me. He would probably be on the phone box. Nice. Yeah. I think you often wonder how many people are going to come to your own funeral, don't you? And you hope you're going to outlive them all. But then again, there'll be no one there. So who knows?
Yeah. Honestly, I don't care if anybody comes to my funeral.
Yeah.
I'm not there.
Well, you kind of are, but
Not.
literally in spirit.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. We were talking about German names with lots of consonants. Brauskiffer Busset. Oh, yes. Sorry, I'm not even going to go there.
Brusky, for real. No cap bussin', mate.
Well done.
That was a good job.
Yeah.
Great work. You can tell he works with words and language.
Yeah. He also has a high IQ.
German.
We were like, too many letters, can't read it.
Yeah.
No way.
Too many letters, not enough spaces. He also just said nailed it, so well done. Don't know if I could get a twin sister or a bad cat cub. 5. Yes, 5. Way different amps. Probably go with the twin sister. Twin sister's a great amp, but the cub is also a really good amp.
I'm kind of jonesing for a Benson.
I just had one I could have sold you.
Real? Oh.
Was it only me who remembers that American sitcom from the 80s called Benson?
Yeah, of course, Benson.
Fair enough.
What's his face? Renee, I can't pronounce his last
name.
name.
I remember as well, it was the same house and the same frontage that ended up getting used for the Fresh Prince.
Probably, yeah. It was the guy that played Clayton also played Odo in
yes, Renee Auberjonois.
I can't pronounce
yeah.
Yeah.
Good knowledge.
Yeah.
ROTS is king. I don't know what that means. I'm having a brain.
Revenge of the Sith.
Oh
God, no. Just no.
Yeah.
Sorry, no. It was going so well, Rat Revival. JP, isn't it weird that now everyone carries their own TV station in their back pocket? Bermuda Triangle vanishing and intimate alien probings and UFO have all well disappeared.
Yeah.
That's because we call them UAPs now.
Yeah. Now that there's so many things going on, nobody cares anymore about that stuff. It's like you could be like, yeah, there's some UFOs right there. But it's like, yeah, whatever. I gotta update my Instagram. I gotta finish bitching about Fender. Leave me alone. I don't care. They're attacking the streets.
Okay. Rumi says Rogue One writers allegedly said female lead was based on Hillary versus Donnie T.
Oh, really?
Clearly, I'm missing something somewhere.
Hillary Clinton versus Donald Trump.
Okay. Yeah.
Is this what I'm here for? I'm the interpreter. Is that what's going on?
He's talking about American politics, of which I know absolutely nothing.
Got it.
Willie says England relying on dodgy penalties again. There's a certain amount of national pride. I want my team to do well, but whenever I watch it, we don't. Therefore, I don't.
I wonder if Paul purposely sabotaged his feed so he could watch the game. Was he putting his phone up against the camera, like causing all kinds of interference, like fake?
He wanted to watch the game.
Yeah.
Benson was a spin-off soap, which was also an excellent show.
Yeah, I love Benson.
I remember Benson. Yeah, we had that here. It was back when you guys had 305 line TV and we had 405 line, and all American shows looked really crap compared to British ones. I'm
going to give you guys credit. Best sitcom show ever watched ever in the history of humankind is Only Fools and Horses, hands down. The writing in that show is superb.
You know the story, don't you? Have I never told you the story? Right. Hold on a second. Right. Hold on.
Where are you going now?
He's
all right,
wandering.
Bill, it's us.
It's us now. Yeah. This is our channel now.
Yeah. Trust me, it'll be worth it. Hang on. It's in here.
Every time James does this, it reminds me of a scene in the old 84, I think, or 1980 Clash of the Titans. movie where the old man is digging through a trunk trying to find a guy something to wear. And he's pulling little kittens out and throwing them. And
Yes.
trying to,
You know,
Or
that's
like
for the song. That's for the song. Oh, soldier, soldier, won't you marry me from a musket, pipe, and drum? Oh no, sweet maid, I cannot marry you because of that.
no.
So,
Phil and I weren't part of the Revolutionary
Yeah.
War. I don't know what
was-
the hell you're singing.
Right.
I was thinking more like in the labyrinth when the bag lady is like digging through her stuff to give Jennifer Connelly's character.
Oh, I love that film.
Me too.
Smell bad. Right. So,
Rock friend.
so way back when there used to be a drum shop in Colchester, and I can tell this story now. Paul's not here, and I can ball the pants for everyone. It used to be a drum shop in Colchester called Sound Attack, and it was arguably one of the best drum shops in the country, if not the best, in my opinion. And I walked in there one day and said, "I'll have that one." And the guy, I knew the guys who owned it, ran it really well. Funnily enough, spent most of my time, money in there. And he went, "Trust you to find that." And it was this drum. This is a 1958 Ludwig WFL.
Oh.
Right. This is the one that's pre-Black Beauty. Black Beauty means basically black chrome over brass. This is the naked brass one. And it's arguably, and probably is, the best snare drum I've ever owned and ever played. And yada, yada. So anyway, we're chatting, and he said, "It's not for sale. I can't sell it. It was bequeathed to me by a guy called Alf Bigden, who back in the 60s and 70s was the go-to session guy. He did all the big charity shows and everything, and he was the guy." And anyway, a couple of years, sort of 3 or 4 years later, I think nothing of it. And Scott, Pete's son, phones me and says, "Dad's thinking of selling the WFL if you want it." And I went, "I want it. I'll have it." He said, "Yeah, well, he wants this much." And this much at the time was £1,700, which is a lot of money for a snare drum.
Yeah.
And I went, "I still want it. I'm having it. Let me just check because that's a lot of money." Phone Jen, and she said, "I don't know why you phone it. I don't know why you're speaking to me. You've already said you have it. So why are you doing it?" Anyway, that was a Friday. I went to get it on the Monday. He said, "Over the weekend, I've had offers of 5,000 quid for this drum."
What?
And I said, "Well, why didn't you sell it?" He said, "Because I promised it to you, and you'll use it, look after it, and it will have a life. It won't just go on a shelf and sit and gather dust." He said, "But you know the provenance of this drum, don't you?" I went, "No." He said, "Well, we think it's the drum that's on the original 1960s Italian Job soundtrack, on Days Like This and the self-preservation. We think it's the drum that's on What's It All About, Alfie? Cilla Black, as in What's It All About? But we have documentary footage and signed photographs that this is the drum that starts the closing credits of Only Fools and Horses."
Get out of here. That's awesome.
That's
awesome.
pretty cool.
And
That is very cool.
it's one
Yeah,
of
I
those
love.
things-
I'm hooked on that show, man. I love that show.
It will never leave my collection. Is the one that's on the kit 90% of the time because it's the best sounding snare drum ever. Right, let's get the last few in. Then we can do some. Should we do a little bit of news? I'd like to show what I think is possibly the ugliest, most over the top guitar I've ever seen.
Oh no, just recently. They're definitely way worse out there.
Are
But
you ready for this?
let's do it. Oh my
Oh!
gosh. Look at this travesty.
Well, what the real shocker is? Obviously, it is a Gibson
Theodore.
yeah, but $16,000 for that.
It's a one-off, made to measure, special archive, alder walnut prototype proto. I don't know why they had to say proto again. Actually, I do, because this person, I have to question just everything about this person. We're gonna get to why, because I'm gonna zoom in on these photos. Oh my gosh. Look, okay. Look at the background. Just look at the wall behind this headstock. Don't look at the headstock. Look at the wall. The
headstock is a Gibson headstock. But
yeah, it's typical Gibson hockey stick headstock. That's fine. The
Why
wall behind it.
Why do they have two of the same poster?
They have 4 of the same poster.
Oh,
Like These are all four the same poster.
Oh, I wasn't even looking at those. I was looking at the two Les Paul posters.
Oh yeah, they got two of that one.
There's some serious Paul Stanley, Ace Frehley, and Kiss action.
Yeah.
Oh, just wrong. What's even more wrong is, can you find the one of the bed covers?
Oh, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Look,
I actually think that neck joint looks like there's a crack there.
I think it's a trick of light. I think that's just a light trick, only because we get this angle.
Yeah,
that you start to lose that a little
and
bit.
That's like a mother of pearl strip in it.
Yeah, there's a strip in here, which I think goes to that point as well. So it's doing something funny there. I don't know why that's there though. Why is
it to cover a dodgy joint?
You know what? I had that on my Santana, 2 strips that ran down it, and I thought that ruined the front of the guitar. I didn't like it.
I think it does too.
The guitar was great, and I like the shape of it. I just didn't like those 2 strips that ran down, and then there's a single one that runs down, if I'm not mistaken, behind the bridge. Either way, I didn't like it.
I have to mention that when I shared this with y'all, I said, "Do you want to know how you make a Gibson Theodore uglier? Make it look like a PRS."
Yeah. You did say that, actually. You did say that.
I mean,
funny.
A beautiful piece. It's a beautiful piece of quilted maple.
Yeah, but I hate quilted maple. I'm just gonna be honest.
I'm just gonna say that guitar is not worth that money. Not to me.
No,
it's not worth that money. Full stop.
Full stop. There is no world where I mean, I do like that piece of rosewood a lot, believe it or not. But
and that's wood binding? Is that maple binding running down the neck?
That is maple binding.
That's nice. It's not $16,000 nice.
No,
it's nice.
Absolutely not.
But show
look at the bedspread.
Just the most horrendous. I mean, the guitar is bad enough, but could you imagine sleeping on Gene Simmons
or under Gene Simmons?
Oh my God.
Absolutely not. Like when I shared this, I had not noticed the bedspread until y'all pointed it out.
Oh my God.
Actually, man, look at that. Look at the way the serial number is put in.
And the tuners don't look level either. Or is that could just be a
no, it's definitely the D string.
Yeah, right
like
here.
It's not right.
This is not right.
It's jacked. Even it's all jacked in there.
I actually think it's the G, Vinny, that's off kilter, because it's off kilter here and here.
Yeah, I think it knocked it off, and then the rest of them were not. They were off in the process.
Yeah, you can see it right here.
Yeah,
that's a guitar any mother could love. I mean,
and she might be jiving too.
She's smoking something.
Now I'll tell you what, that body shape would look okay if it didn't have the upper horn.
Yeah.
Or if it had a rounded horn.
This body shape looked better when Tysko did it.
I don't like
then the case. Okay. Anyway, there are just sometimes I go, your luthiers were too concerned with whether or not they could. They didn't stop to think whether or not they should.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a thing of beauty in any way.
I cannot with this guitar at all. It's awful.
No.
But yeah, that's the closest thing we have to news this week.
I mean, Paul did say it wasn't much anyway.
Yeah.
Which is fine. So we've got the most hilarious stupid comment for this week. So
the other thing I sent you, James, was that thing on Dime guitars.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know what the deal is with this. And
we should save that for when Paul is here to comment on
Yeah.
Let's save that for next week. Oh well, I won't be here next week, but y'all can talk about it next week.
Okay. Let's get back to Star Wars. Way more interesting. Tricky Trav, Rogue One is a great movie, but nothing beats the lightsaber duel in the first 3 Star Wars. And I maintain that Darth Maul is the greatest villain aside from Vader. I think Darth Maul has been brought back in both the Clone Wars.
Yep.
He was amazing. And actually the new Maul miniseries has been amazing. And if they are going to do another movie that does a bit more tying together of the timeline, where he becomes post the new Maul animation, I think it will be brilliant because it will again tie it more into the Solo story.
I hated all those new ones. As soon as Jar Jar Binks popped up on the screen, I literally was like, "What the hell is that?"
I feel really bad for the voice actor who did did his character because he got death
He got-
threats over that
yeah.
role.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he got
And
he got death threats over it, and all he did was what he was paid to do.
Yeah.
He
He
did a
also
job.
did quite a lot of other stuff because he's in the bar in the opera house and stuff like that. You know, he's in various places where he just pops up because he thinks, well, I'm here, I might as well. No one knows what the hell I look like.
I wish we had like a secret Paul Cam. He's listening to this right now, smashing something with a hammer.
He's giving up. He's watching England versus Croatia right now, which England's up 2-1, by the way. Just for your update. So here's the deal, Trav. Here's the deal. It's about storytelling, not lightsaber battles. And yes, the lightsaber duels were better. They had to slow them down because they looked so unbelievable the way they were performed. We've all seen those clips by now if you're at all a Star Wars fan. The problem is the storytelling was bad. For the second movie alone, even George Lucas said, well, it had a plot until we had to edit it for time. Even he admitted it completely lost the plot.
And let's not talk about 7, 8, and 9.
Oh God, they don't exist. I tried to go in and I got through the first one and was like, I don't think it was that bad, right? I was like, I'm going to give this a legitimate shot because I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan on the planet. I can approach it as entertainment and not you're messing with my childhood or whatever. And just like the entirety of Russian history, it got worse. It's just the movies got worse.
Yeah.
I watched the last one. I think it was the last one. What's the one where Princess Leia is flying through space as a ghost?
That's the second from
the last one. I actually watched that.
The Last Jedi, and
I watched that in Norway. Actually, I watched it in Norway when it came out, and
it probably makes more sense with the Northern Lights.
Yeah, and it was. I was just like, what the hell is going on?
My wife, who is a big science person, she was, she went through she was microbiology major, but she liked all the sciences. That was the scene that she completely lost it. It made her actively angry.
Yeah, I was like, what in the world? I'm like, oh, I'm out. I was like, I'm out. I'm done.
It's funny. I saw various posts about that film, and I just went, no, sorry, no, just no. Moving on. Rat Revival, Duel of the Fates. Hello, this is the best lightsaber fight ever.
Great fight, bad movie.
Great fight. I would argue that the end of what's the number 3 where Anakin and thingy where he turns him into Darth Vader. I'd argue that's one of the best lightsaber fights of all time. But anyway, moving on.
One of the best sword fights ever is in the end of the movie Rob Roy. If you want to see a proper sword fight choreographed, that was it.
I'd still say one of the best bits of sword fighting ever is in Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. Where
when the guy tries to pull a sword and he shoots him?
Yeah.
Which was not scripted, by the way.
No, absolutely not. Harrison Ford had really bad food poisoning.
Yeah,
I can't bother with this and just shot him.
Great.
It's like,
you watch the end of Rob Roy. It's very, very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tricky Trav, you know what's up. Amanda says the best show is Red Dwarf. Amen, Amanda.
I haven't seen Red Dwarf in ages.
Oh my God. Rumi's going, Benny Hill taught me about life. Benny Hill taught a lot of people a lot of things.
Yeah. Yep.
Willie says any show with a laugh track sucks. Sucks.
I disagree, but I appreciate your commitment to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bit of chat amongst themselves. Any fan of Source Audio Collider or Gemini?
Rummy, how dare you ask a question about guitar-related anything in here? If it's not Soup
both
or
used.
Star Wars or Atmos.
I don't know what either of those are. Are they good?
Yeah, they're very good. Source Audio makes really great pedals. They do a lot of dual pedals, like a dual reverb delay.
You know what? Sorry, I
That's
went
the Collider.
Source Elements.
The Collider sounds really good, actually.
Yeah.
In my head, I read Source Audio, with my eyes, I read Source Audio. In my head, I heard Source Elements, who do all that kind of backwards and forwards stuff. Yeah,
Rummy, let us know what you think of the Collider, because I almost bought that a few times. Let me know
too.
What you think.
I think they have an unfortunate company name that makes people not think about guitar pedals. Source
Yeah.
Audio doesn't sound like a guitar pedal company, but they make one of the best that is underrated. Nobody talks about it. EQ pedals, because it is a digitally controlled EQ pedal with presets that takes up a single pedal space.
Oh, nice.
It's really, really good. Nobody talks about it.
Okay. Amanda says, ha ha ha, yes, because I think that's referring to a previous comment. Rat Revival, is Master of the Universe movie something for you guys? I mean, I loved the original one from the 80s with Dolph Lundgren because it was so hilarious, but it has one of the best lines ever about the key thing. So someone says, what is it? It's some Japanese synthesizer thing. It's one of the best lines in movie history. I think the new one's going to be amazing. I haven't seen it yet. I've seen clips.
I went and saw it Thursday.
The other film, I think, I'm not sure if it's real, if it's a real film, or if people are just doing AI mock-ups of it, is I think there's going to be a Thundercats movie.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that. I'm excited to see that.
And that will be amazing to see real life Thundercats will be.
I want to see the new Conan when it comes out.
Me too.
Yeah, that's going to be incredible as well.
Masters of the Universe was I thought it was a blast. It was fun. It's campy.
I heard it's campy, but I heard it's fun. Exactly what you just said.
It's campy and it's fun. Don't think of it too seriously because they obviously were just having a good time with it. There's a lot of fan service in there. They make jokes of all the names for the characters a lot. My only criticism of it, I think it ran about 20 to 25 minutes too long. I think that's my only criticism. I think they stretched some sections that didn't actually really need it just to make time, when they could have edited it a little more and it could have been even more fun and a little faster paced.
Okay.
But I had a blast.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Jav, best comedy show ever, Yes Minster. Yes, very good. You then have to watch the follow-up, which was Yes Prime Minister, when he actually got elected, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Willie says Santana sucks, by the way. Never seen them. Rat Revival, what's your favourite snack? I'm talking like hamburger, croquette, mozzarella sticks, chicken nuggets, fingers.
Those feel like meals.
Yeah, favourite snack. I'm gonna go with recent history. Those chili peanuts with the coating the crispy coating around the outside. I nailed a packet of those last night, and I don't think my wife's found the empty pack I think I probably left about 3 in the bottom just to get me out of having to throw the packet away. So I'll be in trouble when I go in a minute. But they're top of my shop at the minute.
Yeah. Favorite snack. I'm just a big fan of chips and salsa. I love good salsa.
Can't stop eating that stuff. That's the only problem.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Stop. The same thing like with the new M&Ms. There's like they make not new M&Ms. They make all the different M&Ms all called a mix or something all in one bag. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I got to stop myself because I know I'm going to crap the upholstery if I eat the whole bag. You know what I mean? So it's just like I just got to literally tell myself like a crackhead, like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm only going to take a few and I'm done.
My problem with chips and salsa, the way I eat them is like some people just kind of dip the chip and barely. I'm a scooper. I use the chip like a spoon.
No double dipping though, man.
Oh no, absolutely not. Unless it's just you.
Yeah. Well, even then, still wrong. Willie says olives are the ultimate snack. I do like an olive. I have been known to nail a jar of olives.
I do love olives a lot.
Rat Revival, and namely a highly underrated guitar. Name a highly underrated guitar solo. I'll go first. Chicago, We Can't Last Forever, and Peter Beckett, Hanging by a Thread. Okay, highly underrated guitar solo.
Underrated.
Yeah, this is going to be hard. So on this, while y'all are thinking, I will say one of the beautiful things about Masters of the Universe is that Brian May did all the guitar work for it.
Awesome.
Oh, he did. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the only because it's a great solo in a song that's not known, in a style that's not known for guitar solos. The Daryl Sturmer solo in Easy Lover by Phil Collins and Philip Bailey. It's an amazingly crafted, lyrical, beautiful. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end of a solo. And if you play that song and don't play that solo, it's like not playing the song.
Yeah.
I don't know. The ones I'm going to mention are probably going to be all well known. So I'm going to say Alex Skolnick in Testament from the Practice What You Preach song. There you go.
Ooh, heavy.
Yeah.
It's heavy. It's heavy, but for its time, it was like everybody was like, "What the hell," you know?
I was listening to one. I think I picked up, a 12-year-old kid playing John Petrucci solos, and I went, "God, you're amazing." But he did the solo from
I like Under a Glass Moon. I think that's one of his best solos.
Yeah, but it's one of those solos where you actually thought you just blew this solo. You just played it and it was brilliant. You didn't actually think it and sculpt it and craft it, and that's what made it brilliant.
Hmm.
And this kid just nailed it. And I thought, yeah, sick.
Anything by Albert King.
Yeah, good show.
Yeah, sorry. It's just they're simple and they work because he knew what he was doing.
Yeah. Rat Revival. Olives? Nah, man. It's gotta be American Kitchen fat. I don't even know what that means.
I don't either.
Ahmed Best, call it was. Yeah, Jar Jar. Yes.
There's a lot of sci-fi fans in this group.
Yeah, of course there is.
Yeah, there's a crossover.
That most of Star Wars was filmed here on Earth. So true. I focus on the action when I watch them solely because I ignore the plot of 7, 8, and 9.
Yep.
I haven't watched since they came out yet. Yes. Yeah.
I just recently watched all the Lord of the Rings extended editions.
Man, they're good.
And because I started reading the books again, I read them when I was in 5th grade, and so now I watched all the movies so I can go back and read all the entire trilogy so that I can pick out what's different from the.
Yeah, and go back and read The Hobbit as well, and try to figure out how they made 3 movies out of that.
Yeah. They really just made up all kinds of stuff. I bought all the hardcover, the new books, the illustrated ones. They look pretty good.
With all of Tolkien's original illustrations in it.
Yeah, I haven't seen any illustrations thus far, but I'm sure they're in there somewhere. The books look nice though.
Yeah.
Willie says, I saw the first Ewan McGregor Star Wars in Teagemouth in 2000. It sucked, of course. True. Phil, Bob Bradshaw approves of
Source Audio EQ. Yeah, it's a great pedal.
Yeah. Walrus is in. Hi guys. Ever tried the Lee Jackson amps? Thoughts?
I tried one years and years and years ago. Don't remember. It was in a store with a lot of dust on it. I can't remember.
Okay. Amanda says I would 100% see see Thundercats movie.
Same.
Thundercats is awesome. It certainly is. The music as well. If you go back and listen to that music, it's a proper guitar shred romp.
Well, you gotta remember though, all those things, the way they start with like an up tempo kind of beat. It was the same thing back in the day with like the Airwolf theme song, Knight Rider, and all that stuff.
Thundercats is really fast. It's the band and the orchestra playing it were amazing.
Yeah.
It's probably the same people who did all the Glenn A. Larson stuff and all the really famous TV.
It's probably all the people who did all the Robotech stuff back in the day.
The most underrated intro music in all of entertainment history will always be Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, though. Go back and listen to it because every episode is a live, renowned jazz pianist who changes the music every episode.
Amazing.
Based on what's happening, right?
Yeah. And Fred Rogers was an actual schooled singer. Like he got his undergraduate degree in vocal performance, and he's having to sing over the top of this ever-changing music and keep the melody and theme going while the music beneath him is legitimate, like pro-level jazz improv.
Pretty cool.
I can't say it's still true, but back when I worked at Sibelius, we had one of the guys was reached out to by Danny Elfman, as in
that guy.
And he was currently working on The Simpsons, and every week the band and orchestra got in the room to record the Simpsons soundtrack. Every episode is replayed. So every Simpsons intro is played again. It's a proper recording. They sit down and they play it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I can't say that's still the case, but awesome.
Yeah. Johnny Costa, by the way, is the name of the pianist from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. He's one of like they likened him to Art Tatum.
Right. Drew Isai says halftime, bro. I'm glad I've tuned in.
Yeah. It's 2-2 halftime.
2-2. 2-2.
2-2.
Wow, they came back
Mm-hmm.
in a big way. Tricky Trav says, "Don't you dare play on my emotions regarding Thundercats. They better not mess it up." Funky Bass says, "At school, we used to change the lyrics to Thundercats theme tune by substituting underpants." Yes, we did the same for Thundercats are on. The guitar solo by Andy Summers on So Lonely in The Police. Yeah, it's so weird and goofy, but works. Yes, I agree with that. That's a really good one.
I'm just glad y'all finally mentioned a song I'd actually heard.
Yeah. I thought it was the only one that ever referred to Easy Lover as one of the best rock solos. It's an amazing song.
Yeah.
And an amazing solo. Rat Revival, the solo from Life is a Highway by Rascal Flatts. Absolute gem of a song. I agree.
Yeah, if only the rest of the song were any good.
Oh, underrated solo. Jeff
Yeah.
Waters, band Annihilator, Allison in Hell. Check that one out.
Oh,
Killer
okay.
solo. Killer solo.
Yeah.
Yep, Shreveport, LA.
Yes. Not that LA, though.
No.
Yes. Produced by Dan Huff. Okay.
Oh.
I'm going to go with that. Yes. The solo on Paul Weller's "Do You Do Something to Me" is great and very underrated. I agree. That's a beautiful solo. I can't remember the name of his guitar player. I do know Paul plays a lot of his stuff, but I don't think he would have played that because it's a little subtle for Paul Weller's guitar playing, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Rat Revival, Easy Lover solo is so underrated. The live version is best where they all fully vibe on Mr. Sturmer. Indeed, it's
not gonna lie, I can't even remember the solo to Easy Lover, but now I'm gonna listen to it as soon as we're done.
Oh, mate, you're gonna go. Yeah, that's the one. Mr. Ben Page lived right around the corner from the Little House of Music. Also, some cool gear.
Yeah, he had some rad stuff in there last week when I was in.
Nice. Walrus, I watched The Dark Knight for the first time recently. I quite liked it. I haven't really got into any of the Batman reboot, even because to me, the best movie Batman was
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. He was awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect play to his strengths as well.
Yeah, because I think he made a great Bruce Wayne. He seemed unassuming as Batman, whereas Christian Bale looks like a superhero. Val Kilmer looked like a superhero.
Oh, don't go Val Kilmer. No. Next you'll be telling me you liked Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze.
No.
Good. Amanda, the cartoon Transformers movies had a fantastic soundtrack. Yes, they all had amazing soundtracks, and then they all went huge and cinematic and stuff. And Shed Dad, who's playing that? No idea. The solo in Come Together deserves more credit. Nice, accurate. Yes, not easy to pull off either that or Alone by Heart. That's another great solo. Have you all frozen, or is it just me?
No, I'm trying to look and see who played the guitar on that recording.
Okay. Walrus, I used to think David Hasselhoff Looking for Freedom was the worst music possible, but now I think AI is worse. Yeah. Walrus, Drive, you work with Sibelius. I love that software and use it all the time. Yes, I did 6 years with Sibelius and another 4 years for Avid. Tricky Trav, chatting. Life is a Highway is produced by Dan Huff. Okay, didn't know that.
It looks like Weller played those solos himself. So.
Oh, okay, fair enough. My other solo that I think is an easy lover though is "Wind of Change." Oh, it's a good song. Is "Wind of Change" highly underrated though? Not sure. I mean, it's certainly a great song. I remember there's that bit in the beginning that, and we all go, we're never going to get that sound. And my guitar player just picked up a Strat and we went, okay, maybe we can.
Yeah. I'm just going to say the premise wasn't a song that's underrated. It's a guitar solo that's underrated. There can be an underrated guitar solo in a highly acclaimed song.
Yes. Yeah, totally. Right, we're there. We're going to do this. Stupid comment of the week. There is just no two ways about it. This is definitely... and just, are those jean shorts? They are. What are you wearing, Treacle? Said Paul. The nobody that matters much. I mean, nobody matters. Nobody that matters. Oh, whatever. Just no. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. So that was Stupid Comment of the Week. There we go.
I think y'all had way stupider comments this week. I think y'all played it safe.
Oh, do you know what? I thought that was we had a few. Last couple. There we go. Rumi says Fab Solo is on Kingdom Come or What Love Kingdom Comes, What Love Can Be. Don't know the song, so I will take it on advisement and have a listen later on. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. We got through in the end. We definitely diminished numbers once the football kicked off, even to the point where my friend and co-host decided to leg it as well. Technical problems, my bottom. So it just leaves me to say thank you to 40 Watt Phil, Vinny the Axe, and me. We'll see you next week where Paul will have miraculously fixed his internet, unless there's an England game. And we will have more of the same guff, probably less sci-fi, less drums, more guitars. So if that's your bag, then great. If not, leave a comment saying we love the sci-fi stuff and we get to play some more. Please do hit like, subscribe, ring the bell, all the normal stuff. All that sort of stuff. And thanks to Tricky Trav for reminding me. So we'll see you next week. Take care, everyone. Have a great week and stay safe. Bye.
Bye-bye.